Featured on HappsStars, showcasing who you are. Happs is where you can view Carrie Long live in the crew. You're a HappsStar, no matter who you are. Live for all to see. Just be you and I'll be me. Featured on HappsStars.
Oh yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome. What is going on? Hey,
Hi.
thanks. Please start my cam. What's up, Carrie? How are you
Oh,
doing?
just hanging out with my backwards mini cam.
Yeah, this is I'm sitting here like, wait, why am I mirrored on this end? And I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, how are you doing? What's up?
Whew. Well, man, it's been a crazy day.
I know, right?
Okay, this is gonna drive me
Well,
nuts.
this looks like a different geolocation. Like there's something up about this that's not quite right. What is up with
Thank you
wait,
for the one award.
okay, let's go. Okay, I'll dig that. I see what you're throwing down. I
So,
see what you're throwing down there, little man. Yeah, got you.
thank you for the one award.
Look at
So,
you.
yeah, we're in a little bit of a different place today, as you can see. So we got up nice and early. Thank you for the bomb award. Thank you, Chris. And we've been driving, me and the fam, all the way to Vegas. And all the way. I mean, it's not really that long.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was a good ride. We got here, and I've been waiting for the app to drop. With every single other user on Happs, and here we are, the
Yeah.
very first time on the new app doing HappsStars.
Here we go. I mean, it's definitely a learning. I feel like Carrie needs to be up here. I feel like Carrie needs to be front and center in the big window. So I think that Troy may need to take me down and put the
There's a
superstar.
chance that he's hinting at something here.
I'm just saying,
He's like host and co-host.
I don't mind.
Oh, where'd he go? Hello, Des. It's wonderful to see you, my tree. Don't let her fool you. She walked to Vegas. I did. Wow, amazing.
There you go, Troy.
No,
nailed it.
You didn't have to do that. You didn't just nailed it.
Sorry, I had to take you off screen while you were talking.
I don't care, man. You can do whatever. You're producer, Troy. You do whatever the heck you want to
A
do, man.
love burst. Thank you so much,
Oh yeah.
Jeremy. I missed the expand
Mm.
video option. How are you, Carrie and Joseph? David Dunn, we are fantastic. I am
We're
just
doing
so
good.
glad that I made it to Vegas. And
He's there.
and the app dropped. And what was that?
I said you're there. You're in
Right. And the app
Vegas.
dropped and we're all here. And I mean, we did it, you know? It's yeah, so it's pretty awesome. Thank you for the heart bomb, Jeremy. And
That's
Troy
awesome.
is DeVos badges.
Yes.
How are you doing, Joe? How's your day?
You
Thank you
know,
so much for the heart bomb.
look at the heart bombs
Sure.
blowing up tonight. This is
I
awesome.
love
Everybody
it. I
got
mean,
all.
yeah, it's the finale, guys. It's the season finale. It's
It
episode
is the
10.
season. It is the season finale. I'm doing good. I'm trying to navigate the new platform and learn my way around. But all in all, it's been a really good day here in the Burke household. No need to complain. Super excited for tonight and the season finale. I know you are, and we've been talking about it all week. But it's really
Mhm.
cool to see everybody over in the chat room hanging out with us. I believe now, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first produced show on the new platform. Now, I could be wrong. There could be somebody that may have beat me to the punch. There may be somebody else in the wood, but I believe this could be uno number one.
That is a pretty monumental moment right there.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
huge.
It's huge.
That's huge. Carrie, I don't know if you saw, but it appears moderators need to be assigned again. All right. And oh my gosh, look at who's in the chat. Who is that right there?
I believe I see Beta Bug.
Bitterbug.
Issa
Issa
Bitterbug. Issa
Bitterbug.
Bitterbug.
Do
Hello.
you guys want to see our wonderful guest
Mm.
this week? Would you like to pull her on up? I think she should come. I think
Bring
she should
her
come.
on up here. Where's that producer at?
Yes.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, Troy.
Hello,
Hey,
Issa.
everybody.
How are
You
you doing?
made it.
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me. So happy
It's
to be
so
here
good
with you
to
all.
see you. Welcome, welcome.
Bring on the bugs.
That's
the
right.
bugs.
Hello from YouTube over there. Hi.
What's up, YouTubes? What's up, DC?
And
Yeah.
best way to end a season, right? Right? With Issa,
Yeah.
of course.
That's exactly
Bug
right.
you so you don't forget it. So you can't forget it.
She'll stay
Nice.
in your mind all the way until season 4.
That's true.
So first of all,
Let's do
how
this.
y'all liking Happs 2.0? Yes, good.
It's exciting to see all the changes, and I love how, at least from this end, it's like on stage and behind stage, and it's interesting and fun navigating the new system and a very sleek look.
It is super sleek. Yeah, I'll say that for sure. Will Issa be playing you tonight? I don't know. We'll have to just stay tuned and figure out what we're gonna do with the next 90 minutes. But you never do know, so stick around.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it that somebody's
has
gonna
it.
be playing ukulele. Rumor has it.
What the heck is going on here?
We're just having a good time. You know what I'm saying? We're just having a good time.
Wow.
HappsStars, it's going to be interesting. It's true though. So I want bugs, and more bugs. They want the bugs. Thank you
You
for
are
the
in the
first
right
award.
place.
We
Yeah,
got
you are in the
bugs.
right place. Thank
I
you
got
for
a
the first
folder.
award.
I got a folder full of bugs. Just
Oh,
waiting to be expanded.
like
22.
smushed, like
22
smushed bugs that you
pictures
just have in a folder.
of bugs. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's right.
that makes more sense. Okay,
No,
cool,
no
cool, cool.
smushing. No smushing bugs. No.
Everything, Joseph, everything is going.
Only smushing computer bugs.
I
And
like it.
mosquitoes. I'll allow mosquitoes too. But yeah.
Thank you. Because I mean, I'm trying. I'm really trying to get on board here. Thank you for the love burst. Oh,
Thanks, David.
Oh, do you see what just happened?
that's so cool. Did you see the update? Issa got the tip.
award. It's a specific award for a specific person.
That is so cool.
That's
Okay,
interesting.
wow. That was
Well, that's new.
Yes, I gave mine to each of you earlier. Why am I so silly? Why did I miss
Wait,
that it
he
said
gave us an award? What?
Yeah, Jeremy was sending awards.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Sent a heart bomb to Carrie Long Live and a love burst to Joseph. Of course, he
Wow.
sent a love burst.
Now
to
I
Joseph
see
Burke.
Very
that.
cool.
Wow. I'm
Oh
just
my
I need to
gosh.
I need to train my brain to pick up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Oh, and you just
not looking
gotta
for that.
Oh, more. Oh, we get We're
HappsStars.
getting
Whoa!
more.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Love burst to Isa. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the
Aw.
love burst to Carrie. Love burst to
That's
Jeff.
awesome.
Or
That
you
is cool.
can
Question.
That
I
is cool.
see Michael Murray gave a burst, but it didn't say who it was to.
maybe when
Michael.
it says maybe when it says like they gave the one award, maybe it goes
It's
to
HappsStars,
HappsStars,
the
I think. Maybe.
HappsStars
maybe.
Yeah.
one. I'm
Someone
guessing,
Maybe.
but then
specifically selected it earlier.
but then I
So
saw it say to HappsStars earlier. Yeah, like Trev said send
Mm.
heart bomb to HappsSars. So
Yep.
what
It goes to
happens
the
when
channel.
it's just
It's
lots of
confirmed.
exciting mystery around the new
it's
platform
confirmed.
setup.
Okay, I wanted to not make anyone jealous. No, it's wonderful actually. 'Cause I think this is great that now,
Well,
you know.
what's amazing is that the explosion of hearts
can-
is directly across my face each and every time. Look at this.
You,
Aw.
you know what's
Yeah.
my favorite?
Oh, wait.
My turn.
Wait, what is happening? I didn't do that.
No, you
Troy.
didn't. We have a producer. Did you know that?
Oh, that's right. Troy,
I was
are you
playing around here, and I saw that I could drag each person to a
Troy?
Oh, drag
Troy.
and drop.
Troy, are you trying to break the system again?
different. Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right.
A face shot. Is that picture below? Well, it looks like it's below me. From my end, is that blurry to anybody else? Thank you, David Dunn.
It is a little blurry, yeah.
It's
It is a
blurry
little
So-
blurry.
backwards.
Blurry and
Well, it's
backwards.
forward to me.
Well,
It
it's
looks-
backwards on your end, but when it goes out into the stream, it is
Oh, is
correct.
it? Okay.
Yeah. There goes my face again, exploding with hearts. That's awesome.
It was actually really funny. I was talking to. I swear we'll get
Oh,
on the
there
show.
it is. There's clear.
Claire.
It just cleared up.
Where's Claire? Oh, I see what you said.
clear.
Oh, hi, Claire, wherever you are.
Claire Means
Um,
is not here right now.
Oh, totally different episode. My
Yeah.
bad. No, I'm
It's
kidding.
okay. They
guys,
all
I'm
run
kidding.
together. It's all good.
But I was we're getting back on the show, but the honor roll award, you just get toilet paper thrown at your face. Just throwing that out there.
Well, it won't
Okay.
be the first time.
So, God, thank you so much for the heart bombs. Oh my gosh. this is
Holy
so exciting.
cow.
Trevor, 2 of them. Oh my goodness. You guys are
Jeez,
amazing. Thank you so
man.
much, guys, for TP the channel, guys. Yes, please, by all means. Thank you for the awards being sent
They
to
just want to cover
everyone.
my face. This is
That's
all
all they
that's
want.
that's all they're doing right now.
I'm so happy that I'm over here, just like able
yeah,
to.
yeah, you're in the top corner. You're clear. You're not in the line of fire here.
I am not. But anytime you guys want to TP the place, feel free. And let's get going here.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
get going. All right. We know who we've got here,
Yes.
but there is so much that we need to know about her.
We need to unpack
Hmm.
Isabella's
Thank you, Des.
amazing life.
Thank
It
you,
is it
Trev.
is it, you prefer Issa or Isabella?
Isa.
Isa.
Okay. So,
So I don't know
what-
why I answered for you. Sorry. I'm just gonna.
All
before
good.
I even begin going into the specifics, what is it that you do, and can you explain to us maybe in terms that we all can understand, like your science and what you study?
Sure. Yeah. So I'm an entomologist. That's what I studied back in school, and that's what I've been practicing ever since. And specifically, I specialize in working in entomology collections or insect research collections. I've been at the Academy of Natural Sciences in Philadelphia working with their research collection for approximately 9 years now.
Okay.
And
Wow.
it's this place that has drawers upon drawers. Like we have our clothes drawers and things like that. But
I believe we have a picture of these drawers here. Is
Yeah.
that right?
we have, drawers upon drawers of bugs.
Put it. No, stay, Joe, and put it
Insects.
over the pixelated one.
Um,
Issa's so pretty. I know. I know.
And yeah, so all these
Sorry.
insects that were collected around the world and over the last 200 years. And so they're a really valuable resource. We can keep track of what animals we're sharing this incredible planet with and figure out
That's
like what they're up
amazing.
to and keep a track of keep tabs on them essentially. So we can
That's incredible.
make sure we keep our environment intact.
That's
Look at
pretty
that little
cool.
library, little
So
library. It's
they're all
huge.
Yeah, no,
categorized
it's
here.
totally a library of bugs. That's a great
That's
way to describe
awesome.
it. Yeah. So I'll also describe myself as like an insect librarian. And
Really?
then
Oh,
and here,
okay, that's awesome.
yeah. And also sometimes I like to think of it as like when I work there and I'm helping to manage and curate and archive the specimens and make them available to researchers. I feel like I'm a like a dragon guarding a treasure and trying to make
Ooh.
sure it stays safe, and because it's these things are all priceless.
So you kind of
It's
feel like
just
Smog
Absolutely.
a little bit, you know?
Smog.
Yeah, it's from Tolkien. It's Lord of the
Oh,
Rings, you
oh
know,
yeah, yeah,
Smog the
yeah.
dragon
Mhm.
protecting his
Right.
bounty of gold. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what she's
That's
doing.
a deep pull, I know. And there, you got to be a really like uber level nerd to get that one.
Do
I
you know what's
apologize.
in? Oh, Badges is asking if you know what's in all of them so you can find something on the fly. Was that a
Oh,
pun? Was that a
that
pun?
was I believe that's a pun.
Sometimes there are things on the flies, like other flies or, different things like that. Um,
Yum.
but
That's
yeah, that's something that we're actively working on. And across like 5 years ago, I was part of a project where we did an index of the whole entire collection. There's 4 million specimens that have been collected, like I said, across the last 200 years, so by multiple generations of collectors. And
wow.
yeah, and
That's
so
pretty
That's
rad.
neat.
it's gotta keep it organized. We have them in those drawers, sorted by species and sort of kind of arranged by the tree of life, sort of, where things branch off is how we organize it. And yeah, so we added barcodes. It's like kind of like what people do at the grocery store with barcodes, and then you
Oh
can
my
scan
gosh.
them and keep track. So or
That's
library,
so
like a
cool.
library.
Yeah, just,
Yeah,
going to the grocery store, getting your
Yeah.
bugs,
get your
scanning
So
bugs.
them.
it does
Yeah,
make sense though
totally.
when when you're talking about a lot of the insects that's inhabited the planet over the years and millennia, and you got to have some sort of vast archival library. And now I got to ask: is this library kind of is this a government funded project? Is this kind of one of
Mm.
those type projects? Go ahead.
Yeah, so the project was funded by NSF, the National Science Foundation. This
Yeah,
collection is, I guess, within like a nonprofit, because yeah, the Academy of Natural Sciences is a nonprofit and not a government organization, but we welcome researchers. Like we're just a part of science, and when you're a research institution, um, I feel like it's basically operating like a government situation where you're open and available and collaborating with people around the world. That's the goal.
that
That's how
makes
you're the most
sense.
effective. So, the Smithsonian has like, I don't know, like the national collection for the US in DC has like over 30 million specimens. I forget the number off the top of my
Hmm.
head, but it's a lot.
That's huge. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is huge. So
I have oh, sorry, Joe.
no, you go ahead. Go ahead there. You're
All
good.
right. Well, then I think I think I might. I mean, I have like the very obvious question. The where are you thinking of going to college after high school question for you. I apologize, but I have it. When did you decide that you wanted to be touching bugs and that that was something that you were cool with versus I'm not going to say most people, but a good amount of people kind of get a little squeamish and whatnot. What made you realize first of all that that was something that not only you weren't squeamish about but that you were interested in, and that you actually wanted to not only play with them but actually like play with them on a professional level?
Sure, yeah. I guess when I was a kid, I liked exploring the backyard, went on camping trips with my family, and my sister and I would run around like looking at bugs and collecting them. And I think that one thing that really got me down that path was like one, I had the space to explore and I had my sister to look at it with. So I had that built-in community, which I think was really beneficial to my
That's
path.
cool.
And then also, like, I think many kids are like this, where you're like, adults know everything. But then when I brought something to my mom or dad and they were like, I don't know, or like another adult, they just like didn't know about it. And I was like, what? Like, you're supposed to know everything. Like, it's right in our backyard. And it was surprising to me as a kid, like seeing how many adverse reactions there were to bugs when there's plenty of really wonderful ones right in your backyard doing really important things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
Now I
straight
gotta
up
ask.
Yeah.
asked if we were gonna. Sorry.
No, no, no. I was going to ask, what is your favorite species of bug?
These look so cool, by the way.
Yeah, look at those
These
things.
are little
Let me take
captions, some
my
captions for
shot
the
off.
pictures. Yeah, this is a photo of some large grasshoppers. I think these
Look
ones
at
are
that.
from like South America. I don't know the species off the
Those
top of
things
my
are
head,
Those are
but it
huge.
probably says it on
beautiful.
the drawer. Really
Beautiful
beautiful
creatures.
grasshoppers from Central America, I believe these ones are. One time I was at a store and there were earrings, and one of the earrings, I bet you like the artist who designed them thought that they were earrings of thought they were making these earrings based off of butterflies, but I could tell based on the shape of the wings that they totally had been looking at a grasshopper as the model for the wings
Oh
because they
my
have a lot of color
Oh
too.
wow.
Yeah, as you can see here
That's
in
so
this
funny.
picture.
My
So
little
yeah,
grasshopper earrings,
I
So
I totally bought them because I was like,
I
this
so
is
love
I'm
it.
great.
I'm looking at these grasshoppers here in the drawer, and I'm
Hi,
curious, what is the
BJ.
preservation techniques? Because
Hmm.
obviously there has to be a great deal of care in in the animal passing its lifespan, and then there's the preservation of it afterwards. What is that? How does that go about happening?
Hmm. Yeah, so like I said, some of these were collected 200 years ago, and
Oh
sometimes you
my
can't even
gosh.
tell the difference. Like you'd think it was collected this past year because it's in such great condition.
Yeah.
And
Some of
basically all you
those
need to
right
do,
there, 200 years?
I don't know how old these ones are, but a lot of the specimens in our collection are like at least
Gosh.
100 years old. So there's a good chance they're over 50 years
That's
old at least.
crazy to me. Oh my
That's
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
insane.
The
Wow.
key the key is you just protect them from anything touching them basically, and they'll stay in good shape. There's no preservative that we need. We just need to keep
Right.
them out of the sunlight so they don't get damaged by UV and all of that. Make sure that they don't get too humid because of mold and stuff like
Mm,
mildew. And then also because, they're organic, um, so those microorganisms would take advantage if the conditions are right. And then
right.
also one of the biggest problems in a collection are insects that eat the dead
Other
insects. So
insects. Yep.
carpet beetles specifically, which are found everywhere. Like we probably all have them in our house. Don't get nervous or scared about that though, but they're just like a very opportunistic beetle that eats anything like feathers or just organic material, even if it's dried
Wow.
and um
So
so
is this are these rooms like a humidor, climate controlled environment where there's only so much moisture allowed in, protected obviously from UV? It's kind of almost like a film vault if you think about it in a way, right? Because I used to do film preservation, and we would have the vaults in these rooms where there would be just a little bit of moisture control. There would be this whole apparatus that would control the temperature, the fluctuation of moisture ratio. It kind of sounds familiar, like that's how these are preserved. Does that sound
yeah.
accurate?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. And we just got a HVAC system, so for air conditioning, like 7 years ago, but before that
Yeah,
we didn't
makes
have
sense.
one, but it's so much better and so much better now that we have it. One for humidity and then two because it's kind of the temperature's kept a little on the lower side because that
Hmm.
deters the development of these carpet beetles that are a threat.
Carpet
Yeah,
beetles.
so
Got it.
anything that enters the collection, any new specimens we get from donations, they go into the freezer to kill any potential domestic carpet beetles that might be carried in with those outside specimens as a precaution.
Gotcha. This is
Sounds
a
very
cool.
simple, but it's very effective.
I love
Yeah.
this picture of you right here. This is
Oh,
so cool.
thanks.
Look
Oh,
at that.
wow. That's so
So,
cool.
what is this guy crawling on your arm here? That guy is huge.
Yeah, that's a
Here, I got to zoom this in here.
I
Hold on.
actually
Let's.
forgot the name of it
Please.
off the top of my head, but like a spiny
That looks like a
Australian walking
scorpion.
stick. Yeah,
Holy
so it
cow!
is it's seen to be a scorpion mimic, the way it curls its abdomen over its body, but it's
Ah,
totally harmless.
sorry.
Totally harmless. So it's working on you, Carrie. But it's totally
Ba-
harmless.
Badges says you look so happy in your
She
element. And
does.
it's
Look at that.
Yeah.
true.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
so that's like one of my passions. I like the science of insects, but I'm actually especially driven towards the communication side of it and sharing the wonders and unlocking the stories of the insects so that other people can like uh, be inspired and see them in a new light if they haven't already
Girl,
seen the
you have
wonders of
found
insects. So
your passion, let me tell you.
See, oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy. So, I
yeah,
got check this one out. You think that one before was crazy. Look at this collection. Are these moths? Um,
Oh
is
my
this
mhm,
gosh.
is this a collection of moths, I believe?
That's like
yeah.
straight from the
So
Mothman prophecies or something. That's so cool.
So these are some of our specimens up close at the museum in Philadelphia, and these are what inchworms grow up to be. These are adult inchworms. So if you ever wondered,
Really?
here's them, and
Nuh-uh.
They're called geometrid moths,
Oh
and they're
my gosh.
very delicate little moths that you can find everywhere in the world, pretty much, except for Antarctica. And one characteristic is how they have those angled wings, so kind
Man,
of
They're they're really
geometric moths.
beautiful. Oh
that's
my
truly
gosh.
spectacular.
Yeah. And you can see
I
how it has like those little marks on the parts of the wings, the little brown patches on that yellow one, which
right.
help
Mhm.
break up its body form to help it camouflage and
Oh,
blend in.
natural
Very
camo, huh?
cool. And
Yeah.
that one on the top, oh my gosh, that's such a great pattern.
Yeah,
That's
nice fall
amazing.
colors too going on it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
so
one quick
cool.
thing, just one,
Yeah.
because we were just talking about scorpions. When I was in college, I was fearless.
Wow, nice.
So this was my friend's that was my friend's scorpion, and he didn't bite, and I wanted to just show you that I held one bug one time.
Yay.
Very good, Carrie. Very
Awesome.
Do
good.
I thank you. I just needed like a
Scorpion?
little bit of positive reinforcement, okay? Because I'm
You
Yeah.
did
bugs
good,
are
Care.
they're thank you. No, I just wanted to
Scorpions are
show my
intense.
scorpion picture.
Yeah,
No, I'm
scorpions are
fascinated with
intense. They
I'm so
Scor-
fascinated with moths. It just blows my mind. And
so
I don't know
proud.
if you know any of the species here in Florida. I want to show you one that was actually attached to my lanai just literally 2 weeks ago. A beautiful moth, and I think since we're talking about moths in particular, you got to see this guy.
And
This was on my
scorpions.
lanai screen
what
just the
what's a
other day.
lanai?
A lanai is what's called a bird cage in Florida. It's basically a screened-in
Oh.
porch to protect you from mosquitoes.
Oh, okay.
So here is this guy,
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh. What a
beautiful. Yep,
fuzzy little guy.
right?
a big
Pretty cool,
guy
right? Yeah. So
in
I
this
posted this on
case.
my Instagram. So I just wanted to share that with you right quick, just cause it's
Oh
We're just
yeah,
show and telling a
relevant.
beautiful.
little bit,
Just a little bit.
just
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
I'd like to point
beautiful.
out its antenna, which are
yeah,
so like large, and that tells us that it's a male
yeah.
because
Oh,
it has
really?
those very like if
Oh
you
my
can zoom in even
goodness.
more. I don't know
Okay.
if we can.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
don't
can
know if we
zoom
can or
in.
not.
Oh,
That looks
absolutely.
like a
Hold on.
leaf.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Looks
Yeah.
can
like a
zoom
sweet
in
Um,
leaf.
way far.
Yeah, so you can
Woo!
see all those filaments on its antenna, which increase the surface area immensely, allowing it to maximize its ability to catch the female's pheromone. So they can catch the female's pheromone from like a couple miles away and then go
Nah.
find her.
Okay, I'm
Are you
sorry. I
serious?
can't. I
And
From a
can't.
couple of
that's
miles
like their
away?
number one job. That's their number one job as adults too, because they don't have a mouth. They just have a limited time, like a week. They come out of
Wait,
their
this guy only
cocoon.
lives a week?
hmm
With no mouth?
hmm
What a
Doesn't need a mouth.
life.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I feel horrible for that
Yeah.
guy.
If you don't use it, you lose it in
He's
evolution,
like,
and that's what happened.
oh,
Wow.
well, there you go. That works, I suppose. That makes sense.
Well, really quick, where would you want me to go from here? Do you want me to go explore some of the particular bug pictures? I know that you sent over a few, and I just don't know where to start. I can start with the looks like the
You know what would be
Borneo.
cool?
Uh,
If we had a pink chat.
yeah, it would be kind
Sorry.
of cool actually.
I had something in my throat.
I have
My
some
bad.
tortoise
Oh,
beetles.
yeah.
I have well, we have Izza in the wild here.
It's
She's
a little tiny bit pixelated.
on my end.
On our
Um,
end, it's a little
yeah, like
pixelated.
me and Issa are clear, and then the other two photos are fuzzy.
Yeah,
Okay.
the moth what looked great. That was
Yeah,
very
that one was
clear.
crystal clear
Yeah,
for most of it.
for some
Okay.
reason, this picture is not
But
becoming
it looks
clear.
like you're having fun.
Yeah, so this is a picture.
There
There
it
we
is.
go. It's like one of those games where you're like, "What do you see?" And then it starts to get
Yeah.
clearer and clearer and clearer.
Oh
So what you
gosh.
see here is this is me in the Bornean swamp forest. I was there in 2014 and 15 as a research assistant for a researcher who was studying orangutans. And of course, when I went there, I was like, "All right, what bugs are around?" And really
Oh
was
my
excited to
gosh.
check out this other part of the world and see what was
Wow.
different and what was new and just explore and see similar things that are see I haven't like it was really interesting seeing insects that are like the same as the ones here but like behave really differently or just like a
Really?
slightly different species.
That's cool.
So yeah, so this is
Man.
where I'll be going next year.
Ooh.
this upcoming year as a Fulbright National Geographic Storytelling Fellow. And I was supposed to go last year, but as everybody knows, COVID.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
So it's been
So
super
National
delayed.
Geographic, huh?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
kind
that's
of a big
definitely
deal.
a dream come true when it
That's
comes to
amazing.
communicating entomology and sharing it. So very excited
Oh,
to,
hello, little fuzzy creature. Hello.
yeah.
Well, this one I want to talk about specifically because these
This,
guys,
I'm just
these are
gonna.
these cicada broods of northern
I can't bring
Appalachia,
them.
if I'm not mistaken. These guys, is
Oh
this the
my gosh, that's like a
17-year
little
brood?
albino.
yes, it is. This is
See, I know
was
what I'm
taken
talking
this
about.
past year. Mhm.
You do, you
Yeah, so
do.
Brood
the
X
17, it's really crazy.
periodical.
If Carrie, you've never been in Appalachia, on certain times, I mean, there's different broods that come out every year, but the cool thing about this is these guys come out in droves. We're talking like swarms, but they're totally harmless. But they
Yeah.
make this sound in the Appalachian Mountains that just echoes throughout all the
Oh
mountains, and it's just
gosh.
yeah. But
Yeah, so this is a photograph I took in Ann Arbor, Michigan, of one that just had freshly emerged from its exoskeleton. It's white, completely pale because it takes some time for them to harden, and so as they harden, their color gets darker. And
yes.
But
so
look
it's
at that.
resting
Like,
on its
just
exoskeleton,
I
which is
see
yeah,
that.
which is called an exuvia. If you guys want to learn a new word,
An
entomology
Ooh.
term.
exuvia.
Can we all say that together?
Exuvia.
Exubia.
Exuvia. I'll type it in the
Exubia.
chat.
Wait, no, 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 don't type it yet. Let's all
Exu.
take a guess. I
Okay.
want to guess how to do it first.
Okay.
Exuvia.
Exuvia. I'm
Exubia.
spelling it like you've
You got it
Okay.
right, Carrie. It's
really?
perfect. Yeah. Good
Wait, you
job.
did it?
Woo!
Wait, let's
That's
see.
awesome.
Exu.
And
So did
Jeremy got
Jeremy.
it
Okay, so that
too.
was.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be so hard.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty gnarly.
So that's
Yeah.
a cool word though to know now.
Mhm.
Now we can
Well,
sound all like smart around people.
here's a cool thing. I'm gonna when I was in Appalachia, see, I grew up in Kentucky, and so in Kentucky, we got these guys all the time where I lived, and it was just crazy because it was kind of like this big thing because a lot of people would catch them and use them for for fishing, which was crazy. But I do have a picture of one of these guys after their shells. I'm sorry, what is the proper word for exoskeleton? Has hardened? Is that
Exuvia
exuvia?
Exuvia.
So
or
here is
exoskeleton, but
this is a picture
exuvia
I
is
took.
specific.
This
Yeah.
is the picture I took back in the day.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Whoa,
so here you
that's
can
so
see this is a great
cool.
complimentary photo because this is what they look like when they harden. Here's another good term for everybody.
So the sorry,
Sclerotization.
hold on.
So
Ooh. Oh, sclerid.
Sclerotiz-
What?
I'm using sclerotization with a K because I was thinking skeleton, but now I
I'm
don't
really hoping
know.
this is coming out clear on your all's end because this is a pretty cool
It's
photo.
clear. Mhm.
This was on my car. My vehicle was white at the time, so
So is
Oh.
that what the white one turns into? That like
it is.
beautiful white angelic thing turns into the crusty hard black thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do look like angels
Ooh.
actually when they first come out. I know that badges said it looked icky, but after like a moment later after the last scene, or when you look at a different angle, you just see their two large wings dangling down, and they're so pale and just I don't know. They're very vulnerable too at that stage, and good for
Yeah,
the eating too.
they get picked off pretty quickly from what I recall.
You know what I
Reading about.
do enjoy eating is cricket chips, like things made from cricket powder.
Oh,
Cricket
Like,
nice.
chips.
yeah, and were you just talking about eating the little things?
Yeah, I did mention that.
Okay.
Yeah, that when they
Okay, I
first
didn't think I was
emerged.
like, I hope I didn't
Yeah.
just pull that out
Sorry.
of
Yeah.
nowhere. I like eating crickets, you know, and you're just
Okay.
you're like, I didn't
Okay.
say anything about that.
Thanks for volunteering that.
Well,
No, yeah.
I think
But yeah,
don't we
thanks
have
for
a
sharing that.
don't we
Yeah,
have a
it's
picture here
the way
of
of the
something
future.
kind of similar? Let's see here. Hold on. Let me see. If we
Badges
can...
is like, nope, not eating crickets.
Nope.
That's a
But
lot of nope
we
sauce.
have something kind of similar here. What? Maybe she
Is
can.
that?
I don't know
Wait a
what this
minute.
is. It looks like a shish kebab of
That looks
uh,
like it's a bug kebab.
a bug kebab.
Cicada.
Oh,
That's
it's
a
a
cicada?
cicada kebab.
That's also a cicada. That's the nymph That's even that's
Wait, you
Okay.
yeah.
want to
They
eat
don't
Wait, why are
worms?
there tomatoes attached to it? What's
because
going on
this
here?
is part of
He's a
I
what?
feel like Gordon Ramsay would be
What?
appalled.
It's raw.
Why'd you put tomatoes with a fucking bug?
Yeah, so
All right, so
this past year, also I just put a very dense comment in the chat for anyone
Thank you.
who wants some vocabulary and dense words. But
Scleratization, the process that
uh
occurs after.
but the pictures of some kebabs that I made with
You
a videographer that I teamed up with this spring in Ann Arbor, and we made a video on eating cicadas. So cicadas
mm,
are
they emerge in such huge numbers every 17 years because it overwhelms any potential predators. And so it's part of their strategy for survival. And it works really well because nothing can eat all of them because there's millions of them. So we participated in the celebration by making a film about it and also eating some ourselves.
that's really cool. That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
Did you eat? Okay, this is a gross question. Did you eat them alive or cooked?
cooked. Yeah.
yeah.
Once upon a
Okay.
time I did eat one live, but it was and it was good. It tasted like pistachios. But
Like, did
um
was there any like crawling around in your mouth?
well, I
Oh
mean,
God.
no, because I just bit it right away.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there wasn't a
You just
chance
gotta like really
for
go
that.
into it and like
She
you can't
just
hesitate at all.
Yeah.
she just
Yeah,
really
yeah,
I
went
yeah.
got
into
you.
it, and
I
yeah,
got you.
There's
You're
I learned
hardcore. I gotta say, you're really hardcore.
oh, I learned a whole other scenario. Not to go on a tangent here, but on
Please.
Christian Saza and Georgia Auteri's Wednesday like nature and wildlife, sorry, humans and wildlife show.
hmm
Um, we like I was a part of a entomophagy or the eating of bugs uh, themed broadcast they
That's
did, and
so
one of the
cool.
guests, he is Mexican and was talking about how there's a species of stink bug that they put into the tacos and they eat, but they eat them alive because when you eat them alive, that's when you get the burst of like the spiciness that happens from the stink glands, and it's
So
like
do you
part of the
smell the
experience.
oh my goodness. That's
Yeah.
intense. That's an
So they
intense
are
bug eating
so
Mm.
experience.
yeah, because there's more than one of them, like, you can't bite you can't just bite it and be done, like, they're all crawling around when you eat it,
No, no,
so,
no,
wow.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no,
Yeah,
no,
I don't know if
no,
I'd be able to do that, I'd also
oh
feel
no,
boy,
bad.
oh boy, oh
no,
boy, oh boy. Oh. Well, you know
no.
what? No, I
No,
think
I wanted to
honestly,
say something.
I
Oh, sorry.
go ahead. No, no, no. You go ahead, Carrie.
No, I was just gonna say that I absolutely agree with and think that it is, super useful to eat bugs for protein. I know they're a lot more
Mm.
sustainable, especially if there's, an abundance of them. So I think that it is obviously a lot more friendly. And, if people could like think about it differently, I know it's super weird because we all have like so many bug phobias, you know what I mean? But people, and I'm sure there's people that don't want to eat snails, but we sit around eating snails, and that's like,
I
kind
love
of this weird
escargot.
little bug looking thing, it's kind of mushy and strange. And obviously in a lot of other cultures they eat like little fish that's live, or like whatever little, anyway, I see things wiggling around in people's mouths. So my point is that I know that there's all sorts of like different customs in different countries and this and that, but like even in the US I feel like integrating bug protein
Mm-hmm.
is it really doesn't take it. For when I tried the cricket chips, they were called chirps. So clever. It was, you really couldn't tell. Like, I mean, if nobody told you, and it's literally just a powder that they grind it up into, so it's not like you're sitting there and there's like whiskers of the, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing weird. So you're just sitting
Mhm.
there eating chips and you're like, okay, I'm getting mad protein and this is way more sustainable than anything else. And I don't know, I felt good doing, I don't know. I dug it.
No,
I thought it was
Yeah.
cool. So it was a step. I'm
There's a
not eating
really
the
yeah, it's
stink bugs,
awesome.
okay? Not yet, but it was a step.
There's a
Yeah,
really cool booth. If you guys have ever had a chance to visit Epcot at Walt Disney World, I know in some of their Eastern pavilions, whether it's Japan or China, I think specifically Japan, there's particular food booths where you can get hot and spicy crickets. You can get what is it? Chocolate covered. There's all kind of like grub worms, chocolate covered worms, grubs. We all know grubs are like protein like
Sorry.
mega hits. But
No, I'm kidding.
but I mean, I'm just saying a lot of the influence came from a lot of the Eastern civilizations, and I
Thank
totally
you.
can get that. What's up, Pablo? Pablo in the house, giving some love here. How
Woo,
you doing,
thanks.
Pobs? You're doing
And
good.
then look at that. Native
Yeah,
Graffiti sent it to Isa Beta Bug.
so
What a
cool.
crazy new
And to
feature.
Carrie,
Oh,
uh,
thank you.
I wanted to mention, going off of what Carrie said about them being sustainable, the reason why, like kind of the explanation to help
Yes,
remember why.
please
And
talk
it's
about that.
largely because insects don't produce their own heat. So when you're feeding
Hmm.
like the birds, the poultry, and when you're feeding like the cows and things like that, they're all producing heat. And so that's lost energy that takes food to generate extra
Whoa.
feed. So insects, because what they eat goes directly into their mass for the most part. It's way more sustainable. It's very
I've never
like
thought about
more,
any of this.
the
This is
conversion
like,
is very efficient. And so that's
So
why.
so insects
that's
don't
really
produce heat.
interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they have all these
And
sorts of tricks and techniques for getting around it and managing their own temperature when it comes to moving or different body features that they have, or their position, like dragonflies. Take a look at dragonflies when you see them next by a pond, and look at how they're positioned at like with orientation to the sun. If they're trying to warm up, you're going to see them horizontal to the sun. But if it's a really hot day and they're trying to stay cool, you'll see their
that is
butts
so
pointed toward the
crazy.
suns to minimize the amount of surface area being exposed and getting solar radiation. So,
You know,
Interesting.
I have to
yeah.
say really quick that, I love learning about new stuff no matter what, but this is something that I would never in a million years like go online and research or pick up a book about. And so to have like your smiling bubbly face, you got a bubbly face. No, to have your smiling face and bubbly personality, yeah, that bubbling face. To please nobody take that out of context and play it over and over, okay? Please don't do that. No, but to have somebody who's so like passionate about it, but also
Hmm.
like, can explain it in a fun way is really cool. Cause like some of this stuff is blowing my mind. Like some of the beauty that you must find in something that other people either just dismiss or find disgusting or find just like, nothing that they want to have anything to do with. And you're finding like this beauty and this life and all these details of how they live. I just think that's a really, really cool
Well,
thing
the cool thing about
that
it
you
Oh,
is we've
do.
only
thanks.
covered half of her pictures, and so we're actually at the halfway. No, seriously, there. You guys thought there were some cool pictures before. Wait till you see the ones we have for the latter halves of some of these flower pictures and stuff that I'm looking at right now. They're just amazing. But
You're teasing us, Joseph,
we are at the halfway point, and I do believe that we may have a song
or
from
two.
or two. We may have a double feature here on the halfway point if we can. So, Carrie,
I mean,
would you like to give us a little break and a little music
I
entourage here?
can I can definitely do that. And while I'm playing, guys, in the chat, if you guys are feeling it and I don't know, you maybe want to possibly hear the musical side of Issa, blast
Mm.
that chat, all right, with all sorts of like hell yes and like and fire emojis and whatever else you want to do.
Rumor
If you
has
want to
it.
hear,
Rumor has it.
rumor has it, if you want to
There
hear her,
is.
all right?
Issa
Yep.
Yuk Bug, says David.
If you want to hear her, let us know in the chat. All right? There's no such thing
Absolutely.
as spamming when
Switch
it
us
comes
up.
to
Switch
stuff
us
like
up,
this.
Troy. Where's that?
Let's see. Let me just do a quick tune ski. Gotta tune it up so it doesn't, sound too bad. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. So now nobody else is here with me. This is weird. Okay. It's almost like I've never streamed before. All right, and what would you guys like to hear on ukulele? Any lava? All right, we can do that. I know I'm larger than life. I'm a little fuzzy too. All right. Do some lava. Come in. Come in. All right, so thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate you being here for the first episode of HappsStars on the new Happs app, Happs 2.0. And thank you so much to Issa, our amazing guest, and Joseph, our amazing co-host. And also to Troy, who is still clicking the buttons backstage, being awesome. Okay, I think it would make more sense for me to do it this way, though, so that I can actually see more of it. I love you guys. Sorry, there's a hair in my nose. A long, long time ago, there was a volcano living all alone in the middle of the sea. He sat high above his bay, watching all the couples play and wishing that he had someone too. And from his lava came this song of hope that he sang out loud every day for years and years. I have a dream I hope will come true, that you're here with me and I'm here with you. Wish that the earth, sea, and the sky up above would send me someone to love her. Years of singing all alone turned his lava into stone until he was on the brink of extinction. But little did he know that living in the sea below, another volcano was listening to his song. Every day she heard his tune, her lava grew and grew because she was... I'm sorry. I'm trying to be all serious and in the moment here. Because she believed his song was meant for her. Thanks, HappsStars. She was so ready to meet him above the sea as he sang the song of hope for the last time. I'm pretty sure it had to have been Troy. Who else would be signed on to HappsStars? I have a dream I hope will come true, that you're here with me and I'm here with you. I wish that the earth, sea, and the sky up above would send me someone to love her. Huge eruption. Rising from the sea below was a lovely volcano, looking all around, but she could not see him. But he tried to sing to let her know that she was not there alone. But with no lava, his song was all gone. He filled the sea with his tears and watched his dreams disappear, and she remembered what his song meant to her. I have a dream I hope will come true, that you're here with me and I'm here with you. I wish that the earth, sea, and the sky up above would send me someone to love her. And here she comes. The song never ends, by the way, guys. Oh, they were so happy to finally meet above the sea, and all together together now. Their lava grew and grew. No longer were they all alone, with aloha as their new home. And when you visit them, this is what they sing. I had a dream I hope will come true, that you'll grow old with me and I'll grow old with you. We thank the earth, sea, and the sky. We thank too. I love you. I love you. I love you. So there you go. There was the lava song.
Very
Joseph
nice. Very nice. Very
Joseph
nice. I was just sitting here just singing along with
Were
it.
you? Because who was
Beautiful.
behind the HappsStars account typing?
It wasn't me. I don't have HappsStars account right now. I can't log into two browsers at the same time, or my
I
computer will bog
wonder
down.
who it could have been.
It was me.
Come clean, Troy. Come clean.
Well, I had to do it. She just
You derailed Carrie, dude, right in the middle of her song.
You
I'm
broke
ashamed of
me. You broke me. No, it's all good. I'm just kidding. Why did my light go off? Did I
Ooh.
turn this light off? Or did that just happen and I didn't notice it? It was me. Hold on.
It was me.
Okay,
Well,
what's happening? Hold on.
you know, it's really cool because I think now, we heard Carrie rocking and rolling on the
please.
ukulele and singing a little bit. I'm curious, Isa, are you willing? Can
Would
you
you
do a little
please?
something something for us?
I'll play.
Oh,
I
that'd
tuned
be
my
amazing.
ukulele just in case.
She's got her ukulele.
Look at the
Um,
itty bitty
Wait.
little capo. I love
That's
Isa.
a itty bitty capo.
And a hister friend to sing along.
Oh,
You
listen
guys
at
know
him.
that?
He's hissing. It's a hissing roach,
Yeah.
cockroach. Yeah.
One of our Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
Yeah. Does he making a noise?
Mm-hmm.
So is
thought
he
I
just
heard
gonna
him.
hang out while you play?
Yeah. So this is a girl, and she's gonna hang out while we play. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Go
awesome.
for the
All
ride.
right. Oh
To
my
know.
you want
gosh.
to be up
Put
on
her-
screen by yourself, or do you want these guys up there with you?
Yeah, if Issa's cool with it, bring her up.
Yeah, bring
Yeah,
her. Make her full. Oh, here
please.
we go.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe she'll stay there. We'll see.
Nice pennant there.
Okay. So I'm gonna play a song that is from I wrote the lyrics last year for the Bugsmas that I do. So for those of you who are not familiar with what I live stream, normally it's like bug stuff. We look under the scope, we go outside, we interview other entomologists, different things like that. But then also, I don't even know how this got started, but a couple years ago, I wrote I took like some of the public domain Christmas songs and then just changed up the lyrics and made insect themed lyrics. So
That's
thus
awesome.
a Bugsmas started. And this year we're gonna do a Bugsmas again. My siblings and I come together and sing these songs in harmony and whatnot.
That's so
and so I'll
fun.
give a little preview of that. Yeah, this is
Yes, please.
Awesome.
for those asking, this is a Madagascar hissing cockroach, and they hiss
Madagascar.
for territory to make me leave them alone, and then also to flirt with each other. So a couple different reasons.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoops. All right. So this is
All right.
to the tune of let me just make a couple of little
This is
adjustments
awesome.
here.
Thank you guys so much for all the awards.
Yeah. So this is to the tune of What Child Is This? But
Oh
instead
my.
it's What Bug Is This? And and so the lyrics kind of take us on a journey of like the process of finding an insect and like trying to figure out what it might be and like narrowing down the features and then like using other resources to like really determine it down to species eventually.
That's really
So.
cool.
So here we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. What bug is this that I came across in the pine? sand. It's got 6 slender legs and it ran so fast as it moved across the land. This is a white beetle. See, it's hardened for wings called elytra. This is a white beetle that runs across the sands. What bug is this that I came across in the pine barrens on a path of sand? I creep towards it for a closer view, and I see what kind it is. It runs so fast, but with sudden stops towards a grasshopper nymph. It stalks its prey. With giant jaws, it clamps down hard to secure its lunch for today. As I approach, it runs away, staying afar, staying to ground. It has flight wings, but it's weary to fly. The robber fly looms above. This is a tiger beetle with sickle-shaped jaws, its eyes so large. This is a tiger beetle. I think we can narrow it more. Break out the field books and flip them wide to the tiger beetle pages and range map guides. White tiger beetles here can only be the ghost tiger beetle. Oh joy! This is a ghost tiger beetle on sandy surface. It hunts by day. Sharp eyesight, it runs so fast, among the fastest fauna known to man. The end.
That was so awesome.
Bugsmas preview.
Oh my gosh.
Incorporates some
Just-
ecology,
just-
some identification, some
Just so you can hear what I was hearing on
behavior.
my end, this is what I was doing in rhythm with you.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Woo, love celebration to Issa.
Look at this.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Applause, bravo.
Thanks, everyone. Yeah, it was fun.
What's
So
up,
yeah,
Jim in
so
Chicagoland?
cute.
I'll be playing this with my siblings around Christmas time, and a bunch of other favorite Bugsmas tunes, and I'll probably write a couple more too. I usually try to add 1 or 2 more songs each year. So if anyone
Nice.
has a request, let me know. And I also release a song packet, so everyone at home can sing along and play along if you want to, and harmonize
That's
along
amazing.
if you want to. So
That is awesome.
yeah.
I definitely want to do that.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Very, very cool. You'll have to keep us posted about that because
Sounds
I
good.
need to
Well,
do that.
well, thank you so much for sharing that. And
Seriously,
I
that
know,
was awesome.
yeah,
fun.
you don't do. I know you don't do that often, and so we just kind of
Yeah.
heard a little bird, in our ears, like, "Hey, she plays ukulele. Ask her." So
So thank you for being open to doing that. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Sure.
absolutely. So you ready to look at a few more pictures and continue on with our exploration of all things insect
I
related?
am.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get another picture pulled up here, and we'll just start talking about it. So, looks like we have a. All right, let's just look at this guy. Let me get myself out of the picture here, and then we'll let her help us.
Joe.
Bye,
Yeah.
honey. I'm right
Bye.
here. I swear.
Slay
So yeah, so this is a golden tortoise beetle. This is
Tortoise beetle.
like not the golden tortoise beetle, which is my favorite insect, but it is a golden tortoise beetle, which is closely related. There's millions of species on our planet of insects and millions more left to be discovered. And so this is one that I photographed in Borneo last time that I'm hoping to find when I go back this time for my fellowship. And one thing that I think is really cool to point out here is if you remember early in the broadcast, that geometrid inchworm adult moth, that pretty moth,
Yeah.
I mentioned how it had those marks to break up its body shape. So this one also has kind of like funny patterns to break up its body shape, but it also has a clear exoskeleton, which it's using to break up its body shape.
Oh, I
So
didn't
it's
even see
the
that. I thought
full
that was a
circle.
raindrop.
Yeah, so the full circle is its exoskeleton.
What?
I thought that was
Yeah.
a raindrop. Holy
Yeah.
cow!
What
Oh,
is
there we
that?
go. Yeah. And then if you look through on the edges, you can see the legs underneath it.
What?
So it's clear. It's like
Oh my gosh!
it's almost like it has like one of those, bubble umbrellas where you can
That's
see
so
through.
gnarly.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's
so it's
so
a tortoise
cool.
beetle, and you can kinda see how it's tortoise shape. And so
Honest
it
to
can
goodness, I thought that
It
was
does.
it was in a raindrop. I thought it
Yeah.
was like on a raindrop or something.
It looks like a
Yeah.
little baby turtle on the back on a raindrop.
Yeah, on a raindrop.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so this is a photo that I took there, and one thing I love about photography, I'm an avid photographer and I love to take pictures because it helps us magnify them so we can get this closer look and really
Mm.
see and appreciate the features. And also freeze them, like in a, photography sense. We can freeze the
Right.
photons so that
Oh,
we can oh, nice, zoom in. Um, because insects are fast, and so they're fast and they're small. So it's no wonder that we have a hard time connecting with them because like you don't have enough time to stop and take a look. So here we
That's
yeah.
are.
so cool.
Yeah.
And
I
when they're
think though
small go ahead.
no, go ahead, Carrie. You're good.
No, I will not.
No, I was just going to say, I think if I'm not mistaken, we have a right here. We have a golden tortoise beetle that you photographed, and you've got like a. So maybe may want to explain this one just a little
Sure,
bit
yeah.
too.
So this
Oh my
is
god.
my favorite insect.
Okay.
It is the golden tortoise beetle, different species, but you can see the similarities here. And this one is one you can find in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I stumbled in a schoolyard on the morning glory vine, and the image here is to kind of help illustrate that they change colors. It's also the fastest color changing arthropod known to reversibly color changing arthropod known to man.
Wow.
Because insects change color all the time as they molt. Like just think of like monarch butterflies. They change
Mhm.
from green to their adult form, like reddish orange, but it's not reversible. So this is the adult form.
These can go back and
Yeah.
forth.
And it
I'm
looks a
seeing
lot like a ladybug when it
kind of,
turns
yeah. I'm
red.
looking on the left here. I'm seeing some colors of iridescent color patterns.
Mhm.
That is like a rainbow prism color
Oh
type.
my gosh.
That's
This
Yeah.
is
pretty
blowing me
gnarly.
away.
Yeah, so it's a really wild way that this happens too. The reflectance, that golden color, occurs because of moisture in between the exoskeleton layers. So insect superpower is like their exoskeleton because it allows them to transform in so many amazing ways. And then also there's moisture in between the layers and it sucks out the moisture with its pores and that reveals the red underneath it.
My
What?
gosh.
So is this the
That's
same bug
amazing.
that we're looking at? Is this the same?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
it is.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I did
Jim actually has my
yep.
question in the chat room. How long is
Yeah.
that transition between the two pictures?
So great question. Yeah. I would say it takes on average probably about half a minute to a minute.
Oh,
It
That
can be
whoa.
quick?
slow, it can be
That's really
faster.
fast.
The scientific literature where they named it the fastest color changing arthropod known to man, that one recorded it happening in 12 seconds, which is super fast. And
What?
a lot of things come into consideration with this, like age and have they changed recently? Are they tired? Did they get a good
Right.
night's sleep? All those different things can determine how fast it might turn. But it's
That is so cool.
yeah, it turns that red color, that red warning coloration, which is called aposematic coloration, to tell things I'm poisonous, leave me alone. Yeah.
That is so cool.
And we have
Yeah.
a really cool picture here of some more of these golden tortoise beetles. Let me get this centered up here, and she can.
Sure.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
eating a
So
leaf.
Have they been numbing?
They're
yeah,
num numbing.
this is a colony that I raised from some that I found in Center City, Philadelphia, and um, you wouldn't find them in this concentration in the wild, but it does give you a good example of what their bites look like. Different insects and different animals eat things in different ways, and it can tell you what might be present, give you clues, and so they make the leaves look like Swiss cheese a little bit. Um, and so it's a little
That's
fuzzy right now for some reason, but
I'm
that's
sorry. I was
exciting.
hoping it
It's
wouldn't be
okay.
fuzzy. It's not my on my end. It's always been an issue with the Happs graphical engine.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah.
Keep it up there
Uh,
for just a second to see if it's gonna get
I try to keep resizing it to see if it will
just
unpixelate.
for because I what was it called? I just watched a movie with Tom Hanks with the robot.
Oh, Finch.
Yes, and so I first of all, Tom Hanks never needs a co-star ever. I mean,
No,
he's just
he's amazing.
fine talking to himself. And but no, it was really funny because he was trying to describe like the app like the world and like space and the atmosphere and everything. He's like, and there's like holes in it, and so it's kind of like Swiss cheese. And so like every time this
hmm
robot would point to the sky, he'd be like Swiss cheese. And like for some
Yep.
when you just said that about the leaf, I was like, oh my god, that's the second time I've heard the reference of Swiss cheese. I'm like, that must like
Coincidence.
So let me
it
take
mimics
the
what's going on, like
I'll take the
you
image
know,
down here for a second, and then
in
we'll
space, and then it's just such a smaller image of like the same. I don't know. I just thought that was really cute. Thought maybe it would
Yeah.
give us some time for it to unpixelate as well. Tell
we
the story about my movie that I liked.
how's it looking on your
Yeah.
end now? I mean, is it
Perfect.
It looks
is it
clear. It's
is
funny
it
because when you first put the other picture up, Joe,
No, no,
it was
wasn't.
clear and then it went pixelated, just like this one just did actually.
Yeah.
But
I'm
that that
yeah.
thing in fact is a lychee. It's called a lychee bug, and that's one that I found in Borneo and hope to find again. And I was just like, wow, like they really come in all shapes and sizes. It's a rectangular square. That's a bug. It's
And
an
that's a
animal.
lychee bug?
It's
Lychee
called a
bug.
lychee
Anything
bug.
anything that has to do with like a lychee nut? Like a
Uh,
lychee tree?
Like boba tea, lychee?
Potentially, I forget to tell the truth. I'm not sure.
Because I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, they sound very similar, but at the same time, that is not what it looks like when I have lychees. So.
Yeah. Maybe it
Is
likes to
this
eat lychees, and that's why
is
it's
this
called
clear
that.
on your guys' end, or
It
is it
isn't.
still
The same
ah
thing happened when Joe was actually on HappsStars back in the
yeah.
day when he was just a mere guest before he was a co-host.
Huh.
I'm kidding. Our guests are everything. And he was trying to show, all these photos of himself growing up, and everything was so blurry the entire time. So
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
Joe,
it's a shame that it's still
Yes, ma'am.
blurry right now.
Yes.
put yourself on the screen and see if that helps.
Yes, ma'am. Hold on.
I feel like that made a difference before. No, like with the
Gotcha.
picture.
Oh, with a picture. Okay. Yeah.
Because you're kind of pixely too right
Okay.
now for some
Okay.
reason.
Okay.
But
Good to see you
And
though.
so
yeah,
it's
good
good
to
to be
see you.
seen. Let me
Yeah.
just reduce my size here and see if that does
Hmm.
anything.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Give it a minute. It takes it like 10, 15 seconds to acclimate, and then we'll
I'm
just see
trying
what
to send it positive.
Yeah, send it
You can
some
do it,
send it some
Hap.
good
Send
juju.
picture.
Happs.
Yes.
These
Show
are
us
It
some
that.
was.
really awesome, stunning photographs as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, we can kind of see it. So I'll say this one is a picture of a little bee on a strawberry flower. And it's brought up as a reminder that there's many species of bees. There's 4,000 species of bees in North America. And there's more than just the honeybee. And the honeybee is not even a native species in North America. So keep that in
Really?
mind. Yeah, good to keep in mind.
It's interesting because yeah, you see bees all over the place and everyone freaks out, obviously, but when you actually see them doing their thing and you see their fuzzy little butts, you're kind of like, "Oh, that's kind of cute."
Yeah, yeah, all covered
Any
in
better on the
Yes.
pixelization?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's all
Okay.
cleared
Cool.
up.
Well,
Awesome.
I'll just stay on camera then. That's
Nobody
probably
say
what.
anything out loud.
Yeah.
Nobody move. Nobody breathe.
Yep.
What a good show.
Yeah.
No, but
We'll
the
just talk
detail on that guy.
Oh my
Look at
like
that
goodness.
ventriloquists from now on out.
Red light.
red light. Now I kind of now that we're cleared up, I do want to go back to the
No,
these
don't touch.
guys.
Oh, okay, just kidding.
No, I want to go back to these
I
guys
got
because that was.
afraid. I got scared.
I wanted to make sure that we got a good picture of that because
This
that's a
is
pretty
really
gnarly
great
photograph.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you move yourself to the bottom left of the screen, Joe?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just here. I'm here for you. You just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Joey has an extra
Beautiful.
guest.
And large hairy thing, can you just move yourself? No.
Yes. Can you
I'm kidding. I love it. Hi, Kitty.
She can hang out here for a moment.
all right.
Hello.
So let's move on this amazing
Yeah.
collection of
Hugging the girl.
photography here. This guy caught my attention right off, and I
So
just
beautiful.
I'm always fascinated with butterflies and moths.
Yeah.
and things like that.
Oh,
It just blows me away. Give us a little backstory on this guy.
sure. So this one's one that I photographed in Colombia, and the pattern I think is super cool. And I included it because I wanted to make sure I had enough moths and butterflies and not just other ones to help with people who are a little more unsure about insects, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
To flip it
absolutely.
up a little bit. And actually, since um, can you guess if it's a moth or a butterfly? Actually, this is a good one for
Um,
this.
I'm looking at the antenna, and
Mm.
it doesn't have any of the characteristics of a moth, so I would say this is a butterfly. That would be my guess, my assumption.
Mhm. We have some guesses coming in the chat, so I'm waiting a moment before
Moth,
I
moth, patterns. Hi, Trev. Hi, Sassy.
Thad says
So we
Moth,
got moth, moth,
moth,
moth.
moth, 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 moth.
Sassy says it's a
It
moth.
could be it
Wait,
could be a female
Joe,
moth. Yes, ma'am.
when you say it doesn't have any of the characteristics of moth, what can you elaborate, please,
I'm
on
looking
what
at the
you're
head,
looking at?
and
Mhm.
compared to the one that I was looking at earlier, the abdomen obviously is a lot smaller on this one,
Hmm.
because moths have a larger thorax, a larger abdomen area, and also too their antenna is a lot different in the structure depending on the species of moth. I raise monarchs. My wife and I every spring we will go out and get milkweed, and there is in Florida specifically, the population of monarchs have plummeted. I'm not sure if you've known that in your research, you've heard about that, but specifically in Georgia, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama, and Louisiana, the monarch population has declined. I want to say something like 60% is the last term that I was getting. Anyway, long story. What we raise, we'll actually go out and raise, and we'll get them, get the little larvae on there, and then we'll bring them in. We got these little
Oh.
zip up huts. So
Mhm.
is it cichlids?
Uh,
So they don't get eaten. Not cichlids. That's a fish. What is the little yellow things that will eat the eggs on the plant?
oh, you might be thinking of lacewing larvae or aphid lions. They will sometimes.
Aphids. Aphids.
Uh, oh,
I think that's it.
I think aphid lions, but yeah.
So we have the little zip up container enclosure that will hold the entire
Oh yeah,
plant,
to protect them.
protect them, and so
That's great.
my wife will go out and she'll spray a little mist on the plant and on them in the evenings, and they'll just feed and they'll eat the whole plant right down to the stem. But anyway, long story, I see how their abdomens are and stuff, and this kind of looks more like a butterfly to me. But you're holding the answer here, so
Those are very astute observations. And um Mika has that's right. It's a cat actually. That's the surprise answer. No.
There's a
Um
cat.
feline.
what's it called? Yeah, so moths do tend to have fuzzier or more scaly and abdomens, more and also more robust abdomens and bodies too. So that's a good place to look as well. And this is a butterfly. It has and yeah, so bravo. Yeah.
Woo!
um the antenna
Anyone who said butterfly, you guys win.
woohoo. Those antennae give it away because they have knobs at the end. They end
Knobs.
with a
Yeah.
club. And with with the moths, it's either like a feathery ending, like we saw earlier in that photo that you shared, Joe, or
Hmm.
they just like kind of end like a string. And
Right.
so they just either
Interesting.
taper off into nothing or they are large and feathery to catch pheromones.
Well,
And
that's
or not as large and
Cool.
feathery, but they have some sort of feathery something going on. And this one is just straight with that little knob at the end. And
It looks like
so
he's got a little damage on his
butterfly.
left wing there, a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got a couple bumps and bruises, it looks like.
Yeah.
But
That's actually
that
something
was
that I wanted to include as well,
yeah.
because like oftentimes in advertisements and commercial situations, people are showing a perfect butterfly. But when you see them in the wild, they're not going to be completely pristine unless they just emerged. Actually, Joe, that moth that you showed earlier looked like it probably had just emerged and looked so
Actually,
fresh.
as a matter of fact, he had some damage on him.
Oh, okay.
I can
Didn't
go
see it.
back and show you here right quick, and then but yeah, he had some. I don't know how long he had been out. you said it was only a week turnaround for these guys. If you look here on his, um, um, see how on the left side of his wing, it's got all of his fuzz on it, but on the right side, it's almost down to his exoskeleton part of the top of his wing.
Oh, yeah,
So he's
sounds
kind of had a
remembering.
couple of, and then here's the end of his wing. Look how it's kind of like tethered a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he's not a perfect moth by no
yeah,
means, but
yeah. I'll throw in too that yeah, insects, butterflies and moths, they're tough, and if they have some damage, they're fine. Yeah, I've
oh
seen
yeah.
some really damaged wings, and I'm like, how are you able to fly? But they can.
Now we got to talk about this guy. We got what in the Sam
Oh,
Hill is this? What is it?
okay.
I mean, I've been wanting to get to it. I'm just kind of waiting, but you got
Yeah.
to give it to us. What is this?
All right, so this is another reason why the golden tortoise beetle or the tortoise beetles are my favorite, and that's because they are zero waste insects. So we already talked about earlier how insects are very efficient with what they eat. It gets converted right into their mass and to growth. And then in this case, whenever this is a baby tortoise beetle,
So
and
it's
what we're looking
alive.
at, it's alive. But the
Okay.
stuff on top that we see is not really live. It's I wish I could like point it out, but like
You're talking about the fuzzy textured, looks
the
like
brown
coral.
stuff the brown stuff is all
Like darker.
here's another entomological term.
Like the dreads, right?
Yeah, it's like that's frass, which is insect poop. So
Wait, that's poop coming out?
it's not coming out, it's dried. It's
Oh,
sculpted. It's a shield. It's a fecal shield.
So
Hashtag
they're
fecal
not
shield.
wasting their waste. They're using their waste as a shield.
as a protection.
Yes.
As a way of protection.
Interesting.
And also shed exoskeleton. So if you can scroll down a little bit, you can see
Yes,
the
ma'am.
little spiky stuff among the frass. And that's just left over from when it sheds it's exuvia piled up on its back. Yeah, full circle here with the vocab.
So basically its own excrement becomes
A
part of
poop
its
Poop
shell.
helmet. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you call it. What is it? I don't want to
Fecal
call it like
shield.
fecal shield. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we do
Ah,
call it in
Okay.
entomology.
Poop
We call it
helmet.
a fecal shield. I like poop helmet though too.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
so
Poop.
if you
I
see
like
the
to
like
keep things classy around here with the
Yeah.
poop
It's a
helmet.
nice poop helmet he's got there.
yeah, so if you see the like spiky like pale appendages on this around the sides, all around the
Mhm.
sides there, that's the
Oh, yeah.
actual that's part of the actual insect. So you can see that that's why the exoskeleton exuvia would look all spiky like that on top because that's where it's coming from.
That's
And then at
so
the very bottom,
crazy.
you can see the fresh frass or the fresh bug poop coming out, and it's going to be added to the fecal shield.
Yum.
And it's held over its body. So there's one other picture, Joe, of like a green one.
Let's see here. Are
I
you
think
talking
there's
about the
one.
one on the leaf here? This guy?
Yeah, not that. Those are eggs though. So if anyone
Those are
wants to see
eggs?
what
Okay.
tortoise beetle eggs look like, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Oh, those are
a
eggs.
shit shield.
Yeah. Nice
Cockroach.
alliteration there with that.
Let's
just having a great
see.
time with
On
this.
the green, are you talking about? Is that the nymphs on the eggs? Is that the one?
No, maybe I forgot to send it to you.
I don't
But I think
see
I
it.
sent it. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. Okay.
So this gives this this is a less ornate one. The one that I showed you that we just looked at was one that was in Borneo. I don't know. Yeah. And then this one is one from my backyard in Ann Arbor, Michigan. You can see it from the side. You can see the body of it. And then you can see the legs kind of like it's just, very dorsoventrally, very flattened against the leaf to blend in. And then you can see how it's holding over top of its body. It's the fecal
Yeah.
shield on top. It just looks like a weird, disgusting, dried up mass of whatever. But if you guys are being like, "Ew, that's
So we
gross,"
know what
like,
the whatever is.
yeah,
We know.
This
Yeah.
is this showing up clear still too?
yes,
Yes.
Nice.
great, yeah. So
Holy
it can
cow.
wave that around. It's like this, and it can just like wiggle it around and move it, and that's why it's called a shield because it kind of holds it up.
That's
like
goals.
Mm.
That's goals for me, Carrie.
that. Goals.
I can wiggle my poop helmet around.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
just
I
saying.
can only hope that happens for you.
Yeah.
Well,
I would have
let's
the people who might
I
find
wanna
some
I want to check
relatives
this
of
one
this
out.
one in Ypsilanti and south of Ann Arbor. Nice. Yeah, those are actually the thistle tortoise beetle, which is an invasive species to the USA. They're from Europe, but
So these are
still a
invasive
very
to our
cool
country.
insect. Yes.
Oh,
And
So those are
wow.
the eggs, huh?
yeah. Oh, so just to cap it off with the fecal shield, it's for camouflage and to make like a bird be like, oh, like what's that weird debris there? It's not food.
It looks,
So,
not
or
edible.
if it
Yeah.
bites them, it'll eat the fecal shield instead of the insect itself.
Does not look
So
appetizing.
good. That's what it
Yeah.
wants you to think. So
Although I'm
yeah.
sure it's quite tasty. But
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
thought it was
take
a
my fecal
wobbling
shield off
bite.
from, it's like Halloween. I didn't take
I
my fecal
want
shield
to
off
learn
from
like
last
you.
year, so I'm still kind of walking around with it on my back. So
Yeah, so here's a photo that I enjoyed taking in the backyard in Ann Arbor also, and yeah, as Mike is saying, yeah, those are eggs, empty caviar now because they're all hatched, but you can see them at different stages, and this is a nice illustration of how insects will
They're
really
so
change.
perfect.
They'll really change dramatically, like with each molt, which helps them like change their form to adapt different strategies for survival. Like, for example, there's a type of caterpillar that looks like a little bird poop, a swallowtail butterfly caterpillar. It looks like a bird poop when it's tiny, but then when it gets bigger, it changes its color to be green to blend in more with the leaf. But first, it's black and white
Oh,
like a bird poop. So,
that's so crazy.
nature's
Oh
natural
my God.
camouflage, huh?
And like,
yeah,
look at
those
all these
extra
different
skeletons.
sizes and everything. So these are like all different phases,
State
right? Of
you just led right into another great entomology term, Carrie. So it's instar. Those are different instars. Yeah, the different.
oh,
So in
okay.
between each molt, like each molt represents the start of a new instar, and so
So
that's helpful
cool.
in entomology because we can be like, okay, like this insect usually goes through 6 instars, and then it becomes a chrysalis or cocoon. And so it can help us like mark the different stages and how they're progressing. Instar, yep, like that, Mike. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So that's
Can
not
you
just like a bunch of corn. Oh, okay. No, I see it. I see it. I'm good.
will you zoom out a little bit, Joe?
I just want to eat it
Zoom out.
all. Sorry.
Yeah. So you can see the full picture.
Wow.
I don't know how strict we are on time for HappsStars, but we
got
do
about
have,
5 minutes left.
yeah, so this is a good picture maybe to end on because it's a happy face.
Oh my
Baby
gosh.
spiders.
It is a happy face.
Yep.
Put on a happy face.
Yeah.
Are those
Wait, hold on.
spiders or
Yeah.
wait, what?
They're all baby spiders, baby orb weaver spiders, and
I support you, Issa.
aren't they
Oh,
cute?
I see them now.
Yeah. So,
I can
Ay,
feel them
ay,
on
ay,
me.
ay.
oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. That is so crazy
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
That's
Ow.
pretty awesome.
Just innocent little baby spiders that have just hatched, and so they're all just trying to figure out the world, and they're all kind of hanging out as they develop. Oftentimes, baby spiders or spiderlings will not eat during their first instar because they have enough like energy in their body
That's
to make
so
it through
cool.
until the second molt. And
How can you make me be like, oh, to a spider? Like
yeah,
nobody
success.
else in the world can make me say that about a spider. I'm like,
Well,
oh,
we
it's
actually
cute.
have one more picture.
Okay. Wait, go
And
back to the spider real fast if it's okay.
go
I
back
just
to the
wanted to
spider. Okay.
mention
Okay.
that the baby spiders will eventually fly away. And
I'm oh, no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
Sorry,
boy.
no, no,
nobody
no,
wants to
no,
hear.
no, no. So there's like
Oh, boy.
hundreds of spiders there, right? And they're all just hanging out in their smiley face. So you look at it and you're like, oh, look, it's great. It's smiling at me. And then they literally just all fly at you. I'm
Well,
sorry. I'm sorry.
it's not so
No, no.
No.
not so controlled, but
No.
yeah. So
I'm kidding.
That's got to be a no
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me. No. Okay.
No, no.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Peter? What's up,
Peter.
man?
Peter,
Peter
Peter.
hi.
Bittner.
We're still doing it, man. We're still doing it.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah. So they
Peter.
do this thing called ballooning where they send a strand of their silk into the air and it gets caught on the electromagnetic current of the earth or something like that. And then they get whisked away and
Oh
I
my
do
God.
ballooning when I eat too much Chipotle,
uh-oh.
but that's a total different thing for a different day. So these guys literally will ride the current of the air. Oh,
So no, it was found that they ride the electromagnetic forces or currents. I don't fully understand it myself, but it's not just the
that's
wind that they
my
latch
head
onto.
can't. I
It's like
can't wrap
static
my head around that.
electricity, sort of like electric
Now,
in
how
the air.
what is the elevation we're talking about? Is it just a few feet off the ground, or is it like 100 feet off the ground?
I bet you they go really high in the air, but probably most of them stay lower down. And they cause these really awesome, if you look up, uh, one sec. I'm trying to see if I have the right term to search for this. If you look up gossamer field spider, you'll see, I think it's especially like in Europe that this happens, where during certain times of the year, probably when the spiderlings hatch and they're all ballooning, they just cause this shimmery this shimmery like surface upon the grasses, and it's really beautiful and catches the light and just completely shimmers. So,
Gotcha.
um, here, I'll put this in.
Well,
It's kind of a
I
long link.
Very,
I'm gonna
very
try to
I
cool.
I do
yeah.
believe that that is definitely a good one to wrap it up on. I
Yeah, with the beautiful smile.
with a
Yeah.
beautiful smile, but man,
Yeah.
I have learned so much tonight. I didn't really know that much about, like, specifically. I knew a little bit about butterflies, but I didn't know that much about, and then the beetles and just nature's
Yeah, this was
camouflage. Carrie, do you have any thoughts on all
it
this?
was just super informative, but also like super fun because usually if I'm learning about something that's brand new and that I'm not necessarily like personally passionate about, I'm like, oh, okay. But like this was actually really engaging. I really, really
It
loved the
was.
photos. It made me realize just how much there is to see in these little tiny microscopic worlds almost, and just kind of how to appreciate them because they are these little beings that are just trying to just do their thing. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool perspective that I'm not used to going out and looking at, the world that way. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for
Nice.
having me and exploring it and sharing your experiences and thoughts about these things as well. That's a lot of fun for me and to explore this. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
Oh,
thank you
it's
so
a lot
much
of
for
fun.
being on the final episode of season
It was
three.
an
So, as you guys
honor.
know, this is the
Thanks.
finale of season three. We have
Woo.
10 weeks every season. So, yeah, so this is our beautiful guest for our season finale. But don't you worry, because season four is it happening, Joe? Wait, Are we? What
I
are we
don't
doing?
know. I yeah.
What are we?
I answer text messages. That's all I know to do. I don't know what's happening.
I think that there may or may not be a season four. I think there just may be. Um, so definitely stay tuned for all that. And who will be the host for season four? We have got so much information that we have got to divulge at some point. Really quickly, want to say thank you to our amazing sponsors, the HappsStars sponsors. We have got Michelle Alexander, who is actually a co-creator of the show and co-host of season one. We have got Chris Gales, who is HappsStars alum. We have got Troy, Sports for the Blind, who's our amazing producer, and Ella, my bunny Valentine. So I want to say a special thank you to all of those amazing people. And if you guys enjoy the show, do feel free to throw a sponsorship down. Thank you so much for all of the awards. So cool to be able to see them going to all three of us and then having some go to HappsStars as well. So that was amazing. And thank you guys all for tuning in and hanging out for this very first experience, on the new platform doing a produced show. So this is really fun. Thank you both.
It was pretty awesome, I gotta say, and
Really
I'm
fun.
thankful. And I want to say, Carrie, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of season three. I this has truly been a blast for me, and I feel bad that I missed 2 episodes while I was away on vacation. But hey, I was away on vacation, so I was having fun anyway. So
I missed an episode. It's all good. We had badges in here. We had foamy in here. It was amazing. Thank you,
it
Gemma, for
was.
the one awards. Thank you so much. It's been such a fun season, guys. Don't worry. You have not seen the last of any of this, okay? We are going to bring you some updates and let you know what's going on for season four. We love you guys. Kisses. Thank you so much to our producer, Troy. Thank you,
What's up?
Issa, for being an amazing guest.
Troy's right there.
And thank you
Thanks.
so much, Joseph, for such an incredible season.
My pleasure. You are a blessing, and Troy, you are the same. This has been truly a ride, and I'm very grateful to be a
And
part of season three.
And thank
Okay.
you so
Are
much
you
to the
gonna
Happs team.
roll the
I believe I'm gonna roll it.
You're gonna roll it.
I
Alrighty then.
believe I'm going to.
Let's roll it.
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Thank
if
you,
make me.
Issa.
Yep. Cheers. Thank you, everyone.
Alrighty. Make me the sacred square. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time on HappsStars.
Featured on HappsStars, showcasing who you are. Happs is where you